Hello, Build It Big Now. I'm here with you because Judy asked me some questions about events. So I am here to answer the rest of your questions because I thought it was easier for me to just get on live and talk to you about events. She had very good questions and I wrote them down. So let's go with the first one, finding places. When it comes to finding places, I choose to find the places that are free first. So if you have a chance to to reach out to a local business so you can set up a table. Tailgating is one of my favorite ones because you just open your tailgate, have your samples, your bombitas, your brochures, and talk to people. Have your signs. I have signs that are very duplicatable. I share them with you. The free Avon event signs. And you can get the poster, the neon posters at Dollar Tree, and just write free Avon. And when people come to you, let them know that you're promoting in the area, that this is for them. Give them a sample or a bombita, and just talk to them, because people that are looking to to join Avon or to become a customer will come to you because you have some kind of advertisement. And I find that people that like free stuff are the ones with the most personalities. So finding places. When it comes to finding places, what I have found is that once you do one event, you will be able to connect to many. So, for example, if right now we're doing a market on Wednesdays, and there we're able to connect with other vendors, and they tell us where they're gonna be either the next week or where they do their events, and if it's okay with our schedule, then we go and join the events. So make sure that if you are committed to doing an event weekly or monthly, that you are there. So hi Judy, I did this video for you. So make sure that you have all your questions. You had 3 questions. So I'm gonna make sure that I cover all of them. And if you have additional questions, of course, you can ask anything. I thought it was easier for me to just do a video rather than writing the answers. So for all of you who are on our group, Build It Big Now, you have free training when you ask your questions. Don't give up, you guys. You know that you started this business, you committed to making it work. We're no different than any of you. We're real people who made it and who are still building a business because we have goals, we have commitment, and we want to retire with autopilot money. What does autopilot means? That right now you're building it big now, as the group is called, and once you decide to retire or not work as hard as you are now, all your work and everything you have built throughout the years is going to pay by itself. That means that your online sales are going to come because you network your business, you gave out your information, you had people join your web office and purchase from you. You have team members who are doing their jobs and who are responsible for their own success because you train them and you help them stay in the game by leading by example. Remember, if we're not doing our jobs, we're not going to have team members to do their jobs. So most importantly is for you to do what you are required to do as a representative, that you're building your business without looking what everybody else is doing on your team. So that's my first, advice. Just make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and just don't expect anyone to do something that you're not doing. So hello, thank you Build It Big Now for joining in and ask your questions. We're talking about events today and finding places. I have a budget for my events, and I usually try to stay within $25 for each event or less. So if I were to pick an event that costs more, then I have to see what my budget is, what I'm willing to invest, and if I don't have the funds, then I can include other team members. Consider, if you don't have a team, to include other representatives from other teams to join you. And when you pick them, just make sure that they know that all of you run a separate business and that they must respect each other's business. Because sometimes, they don't think that way, and they think that you are helping them, when in reality, everybody's helping each other and pitching in so that everyone can have a piece of that expensive event. The most I have paid for my event is for the Collier County Fair, which we have done for 12 years. And the most that I've paid is $750. It's an 11-day event. So what I do is I also invite my team members, and they pay a portion to be there so that they can have ownership to that event, for that event. For example, what do I say about ownership? Especially when you're new and you're starting, you really don't see the big picture. So if you're there at an event that's costing you money and you are inviting your team and they're not paying their portion, they might not work the event as dedicated as you are. And when I say dedicated, it means that if you are working behind the table, just sitting down and letting the people pass and not engaging people with, a sample or, spraying something and getting involved with the crowd, then you're not working the event. When you're doing an event and you're sitting behind the table, that's not working an event. That's just being there. And I teach my team how to engage the audience, how to engage the people that are there with them. So if they're not putting in their investment, they might not take it serious. So consider, letting them know that everybody's pitching in so that they can have some kind of ownership for a paid event. It doesn't matter if it costs a lot of money, if it costs a little money, so that they can have some kind of investment into that event. So let's get questions. Eva says, hi Eva. Budget for events is a great idea. Yes, you have to budget for events. And, when I started, I depended a lot on my husband to pay for all my events because I didn't have an income. We were able to afford that. So if you are able to, to afford paying for an event, then by all means, that's an investment to your business. But if you're not able to, to say, okay, I'm going to invest this because I have the extra money, then don't do it. Consider if you are looking at it as investing for your business rather than taking away from your family. It's a difference, makes all the difference. If you're taking away from your family, from your household, if you're not able to pay for something in your household to pay for your event, then don't do it. But if you have the money to invest in your event and you're able to do it on your own, whether you're inviting your team or not, then it's okay. Okay, so that's the difference. So that covers paying for events. By all means, if you are able to get free events, when I say free events, is zero investment. It's meaning putting a table in front of a business. What I love about doing that is that no matter how busy that business is, they are paying rent, okay? They are there because they have business. They have some kind of business. So you're using their location to promote your business and their business. When it comes to that, you must be professional and you must portray yourself as a professional Avon representative, meaning that you're going to wear the according attire. You're going to, whether you decide to, dress up with any kind of clothing. I'm not going to talk about clothing. You know what looks professional, what looks clean, your makeup, your hair. Remember that these business owners are relying on you to greet their customers. So if you're standing outside their business and you're not looking professional, they run into losing business. So make sure that when you're approaching a business owner so that you can do an event for your business, that you ask and that you give value. You ask them how you can promote them so you can give them value and give yourself also value to your promotion. So you're promoting them and you're promoting your business. For example, I did an event a few years ago. I did it for over a year. It was probably about 2-3 years ago at a Sprint. It was a Sprint store. Avon has a partnership with Sprint, and we had an opportunity to set up a table outside. And I went Friday and Saturday. It was right next to a Walmart. The store was dead, meaning that there was not a lot of traffic in that shopping center. So I set up the store. I set up my table so that I can do only recruiting, no sales. And I sold more tablets than they did in a whole month when I was there. So the way that I approached their customers, I talked about their specials. I handed out the flyers that they had, the promotions, and then I geared them to purchase the plan and the tablet with Sprint, open an account with them, and I also talked to them about the opportunity. The most I signed up there in 2 days was 10 representatives. And we, basically had a very, an event that was like slow, but people actually were there and able to talk to us. They were not in a rush. They knew why, they wanted to come to a store. They had time, so we were able to connect with them. So all the events are totally different. Don't look at an event as something that you're not going to do because you think that it's going to be slow, okay? I found Jill says, do you recommend any specific items at events? Okay, it depends on the kind of events that you're doing. Most of my events are recruiting events. My focus is leadership, to bring in new team members, to offer the opportunity. However, we do have an event on Wednesdays, and we pay a fee. It's $25 on Wednesdays, where we can sell products. And we also offer the opportunity, so we do both. So you have to determine what kind of event it is. If it's a sales event, I don't take an inventory. I don't take a lot of products because I don't want to duplicate that with my team. I take baskets. So now for the holidays, you guys have an opportunity to have the gift baskets so that your customers can purchase all the holiday gifts with you, and you have a chance to promote the service not only with your own customers but also with anybody that comes into that event. We take orders for baskets at our events. We always ask if they're business owners, because if they're business owners, we can sell them quantities. We can ask how many employees you have, how many family members you have, so that we can combine those orders and make all our baskets and get them delivered to them. When it comes to products, I focus on one product. For example, right now we're focusing on Prima. So Prima has double dollars. At every event, I focus on one or two products. One is always a fragrance, and the other one is always a skincare. So consider doing those two, skincare and a fragrance. That way you can demonstrate, sell quantities, because you're not showing a variety of products. You're just showing a specific product, and you're demonstrating the product and keeping the customer engaged on what it is that you're offering. Sometimes we tend to overwhelm the customers. For example, I have this is this much and this much, and then we take boxes and boxes of products to an event, and then it's like crazy. We have to pack everything up and then put it away, and maybe we had one or two sales. Consider getting the deals and focusing on one or two products at your events. So right now our focus is Prima and the Ultimate Supreme Cream. So I want to be able to demonstrate those two products, because some customers are not fragrance customers while others are skincare. They can be both, but we offer alternatives for whatever the customer wants. So I hope that answers your question, Jill. Eva says, I found a local flea market that charges $4 per day, but consistency is the key. Great idea, thank you. Hi, Nikki. Great idea, focusing on one or two products. Exactly. And it's okay if you have an inventory and you want to take an inventory, then that's fine. But get rid of your inventory, because I recommend to my team not to purchase an inventory that they can sell in 2 weeks. If you can't sell in 2 weeks, don't go there, okay? Get your inventory, focus on the sales that you want to have, move your inventory, and purchase more inventory. Remember, your orders go in every 2 weeks, so you have an opportunity to purchase new products every 2 weeks. And the products go out of they expire. They come out with new products. So if you have an inventory and then you're not selling it, it becomes stressful. So make sure that you are focusing on your goal to sell whatever it is that you want to sell in 2 weeks. And if you can't, then don't do it. I don't recommend that you do that. That's how I work. I get a lot of products at a great deal. I do my baskets. I focus on buying the products at a great deal because I want to give my customers a great deal at every transaction that I do. Let's see. Hello, Elaine. So just one product to focus at a time. 1 or 2 products, Nikki. Yes, it's not a good idea for you to purchase a variety of products. I'm gonna give you another suggestion that I do at my events. Sometimes I take no products at my events. I just take my baskets. And if a customer, and I've talked about this in other videos, but since we're talking about events so that you can have it clear, if a customer comes and they said, okay, I'm looking for this product, don't tell them, oh, we don't have that product. Just say, okay, and you already know that you don't have that product. There's no way that you can have all the products in that book. So what I do, I say, write down your information here. And as they're writing down their information in my contact card, I start inputting their information on my website. So I put their customer contact on there without telling them I don't have that product. I just say, okay, perfect. Let me look for the product. I will get back with you right now. In the meantime, I said, just write down your information here so that I can enter you as a customer. So they start writing it down and I start putting that information into my website. Then I look for the product and then I show it to them. Is this a product that you're looking for? This is the price. How would you like to pay for it? It's gonna get to your house in a few days. And they can give you the money and you can pay with your card, or they can use their own card, or you can use PayPal, whatever it is, it's all online and they get that product delivered to their house. So how do you know that they have a confirmation for that order? They get an email, and you also show them at the end, this is a confirmation, you will get your product in a few days to your house. If you have any questions, this is my information. You can call me and let me know how you're doing with the product if you have any questions. So don't turn down a sale at the events online. A lot of the companies do not offer products right there on the spot. So why should you need to do that? Use your web office. It's so simple, and you'll have a sale that will not take you more than 5 minutes to get that customer with their product and happy at your event. Okay? So let's see other questions. So just, yes, Nikki, 1 or 2 products. How should the rep approach the people walking by? Smile, ask, would you like a brochure, especially for new representatives who may be nervous about speaking to ladies walking by their booth? That's a great suggestion, Blanca. And I approach them by giving them samples. For example, I don't ask. I never ask. I never ask, would you like a brochure? Would you like a sample? I have my samples and I say free sample, and then I have my label of all the samples in the back. So make sure that you have all your samples labeled and that when they're passing by, just say, hi, free sample, and then give it to them. Because a lot of the people, when they are at the events, they don't know that you're there because they're focused on going to wherever they want to go, so they miss you completely. So they don't want to look at the vendors because then they have to stop and it distracts them from whatever activities they have. Stand in front of your table. I suggest that you have, instead of having your table in the front, that you have your tables on the sides, and that you leave the front so that people can walk in and you can freely engage your audience by standing in the front. And if you have several team members, they can stand in either corner so that they can bring the people and greet them. You can also have a spray fragrance with you. Would you like to try this fragrance? Just trying to get them into you to let them know that you're Avon. Another thing that I started doing is to have one of the candles, if you are in a enclosed door so that people can smell it, to have a candle burning, because we have the Avon Living. So you're going to be attracting people who say, oh, wow, that smells good. What is that? That's Avon Living. We also sell candles. And you can have the people coming into your booth because of the scent of the candle. Let's see. Do we purchase the new catalog every 2 weeks? Or yes, you must purchase your catalogs and your tools every 2 weeks. They're super inexpensive. You can even get 10 catalogs for $1 with the older brochures that you can still work with them. They're on sale. They want to give them out, and you get like 10 catalogs for $1. So they're very inexpensive. Business tools are very inexpensive. But I recommend that you work with samples and business cards, because when you do that, you're able to guide your customers to your website and to startavon.com, as simple as, hi, this is a sample, free sample for you. You can give them a bombita, a sample pack, free sample for you. This is my website here. You can purchase online, get 20% off and free shipping. And you can also join my team by using my reference code. People's interaction and how they react to the way that you're connecting with them is an opportunity for you to say, to go one step further, to say, can I call you tomorrow? Or when can I call you? So those are 2 questions. My favorite one is, when can I call you? Because that's an open-ended question that requires an answer for them. So when can I call you? If you see them that they're engaging into your conversation, ask them that question. When can I call you? So that you can get their contact and you have an opportunity to follow up with that prospect. What do you suggest we do with the inventory we have already? Sell it. If you have an inventory, sell it. Look, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to sell your inventory. My number 1 is use your helpers. So what does that mean? That let your helpers know, especially now for the holidays, that you have an inventory that you want to move so that you can start fresh for the year, that you're gonna give them great deals on that inventory. Also, you can do open houses. You can do parties at your house where you can move that inventory. My number 3 tip is to bundle it up. Bundle your inventory so that you can get rid of it faster, because if you have several products there, you can not only give your customer a great deal, but you're going to be able to move more products at the same time. Look, you guys, start fresh for the new year, and don't return products, because when you return products, you just, you're just not giving yourself an opportunity to make money. You are returning your earnings and getting to the next level. So work your business so that you can focus on, selling the amount of products that you need. And if you want to earn $50 to $100 a day, then focus on selling at least 10 products a day and go home. That's what I did when my earnings were not there and I needed to make money. I sold my 10 products, whatever I had, and went home. But I had my $50 to $100 in my pocket for my family. So that's why it's important to set goals. Once you set goals, then it's easier for you to say, okay, this is what I'm earning this week, because I'm dividing it into different days. Don't expect to just do everything in one day and then expect that everything is going to work out. Some events, some days are not as successful as other ones are. And then when you have a successful day and then the next time it's not as successful, then you tend to get discouraged. But if you put all your events, all your activities together into one successful week, then you're gonna see return. Okay? Hello, Melissa. Nikki, you'll be ordering them. We'll tell you how. Great. So Blanca has her entire team in here. Congratulations, Blanca. Nikki. Nikki's a new representative. I'm happy that you guys are taking advantage of the training. Elaine, that's awesome. Hi, Marta, Ivan Wings. We're here. Oh, you guys are all here. Okay, bundles, yes, gift baskets. If you're not a person that is doing gift baskets, then bundle up your products. Just put them in a nice a nice packaging and sell them. Or they sell a lot of like boxes and little bags at Amazon, where you can just put products and make them pretty, put a little bow, and then just set your price for each of the bundles and then sell them. But when people tell me I'm not selling enough or my business is not doing good, I automatically ask them about their schedule, their daily schedule. And that's where the entire conversation ends. Can you tell me about your schedule? They don't have a schedule. So how can you sell? How can you make money if you're not working on a schedule? It's like if you're not going to work. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. It's your business, you guys. You got to take it as a business so that you can see what it is that you can do every day and improve. Because if you do something one day and it doesn't work, and then you don't do anything else for a week, then you don't know what works or not. But if you have consistency and you have activities, productive activities every day, then you'll be able to see what it is that's more effective and what's not working, and change some things. And you have this group. So if something is not working, ask me. You say, Milagros, just like Judy said today. She asked me about questions about the events, and instead of me saying, okay, a quick answer, then I went ahead and did a live video so that everybody can benefit from the questions that I answer. So another question that she had was the conversion rate. Okay? This is something important, and I want you guys to take notes because this was the most difficult thing for me to understand, and it's still the most difficult thing for any of my team members to understand. What's the conversion rate for an event? Especially when you are investing money, when you are investing your time, when you are investing everything and then you get to the event and you didn't have a sale, you didn't have any recruits, it was unsuccessful. Look, don't look at the return, okay? Zero, never look, okay? Just look away, because I'm going to tell you why. Is the combination of many activities, many events that's going to give you the results that you need. I'm going to tell you what events have done for me. They have built my confidence because I'm an extremely shy person when it comes to approaching people, and I have learned throughout the years to get better. But events have helped me to have people come to me so that I can, work on answering objections, so that I can, feel comfortable about talking to people. And if an event is not successful, then instead of saying, oh, I didn't do too good, I spent $300 and I didn't have a sale, look at the activity and the involvement that you did at that event and how you can be more efficient in interacting and mingling with people. Because let's say that you have an event that's 12 hours, because we've been 12 hours at an event and then had to do it again the next day. Consider having other people there so you can take shifts to refresh yourself and be more effective. If you're doing an event that's 12 hours and then you're tired and then you're not being productive, then you're not going to get the same return as somebody that is freshly active, involved with the crowd. Then you're wasting your money, you're wasting your time. It's not about the results that you get. You're there to network. You're there to find an opportunity no matter what the results are. You're not looking at the results. You're looking at a combination of many events, many activities that's going to make your business successful. So we all had many events when we didn't get anything. That doesn't mean that was the end of my events or the end of my business. So I hope this helps you understand that it's not the conversion rate of an event. It's about how you work the event, the kind of event it is, and how many events are you doing weekly that's going to give you the results for that week. So we are in the business of networking. Whether you go out and you approach people or whether people come to you, it has to be consistent. It has to be a routine that you must set up, whether it is daily or weekly, is something that has to be consistent. Okay, so let's continue to take questions. I hope that helped you. And Nikki says, stocking stuffers for Christmas. Yes, you can do that. However, remember, if you are purchasing an inventory, make sure that you're active with your events. So you can do parties, you can have your customers invite their friends and have a party at their house. I recommend that if you're doing parties that you have at least three parties a week, okay? so that you can have the results that you need so that you can make the money for that week. So set up a schedule so you can actively prospect for parties, whether it is with your customers, with your neighbors, your family. Ask your family for support. Tell them, I just started my Avon business. I would like to do a party with your friends. I know you know a lot of people. Just let's get some of your friends together and let's have a good time. So can you speak to keeping your products secure at an event? Secure as if nobody steals them? Can you be more specific, Blanca? I usually don't have that problem with keeping products secure at my events. People usually respect, but I haven't run into that situation. So if you can be more specific, maybe I'm missing part of your question. Do you find making baskets with last year's product? Do you find making baskets with last year's product is harder to sell? Oh, that's a great question, Renee. Okay. When it comes to baskets, and I always talk about that in my basket making videos, your customers are not looking for a specific product. They're looking for a gift to give to someone. So make sure you price your baskets accordingly, that you don't overprice them, because then you won't sell them. The way that I price my baskets is with the price that I buy the products that are on sale, customer price. For example, regular price, let's say, is $30, but I buy it for $20. So that is the price that I sell the basket, and I add the supplies. So that basket would be maybe $25 with taxes and everything else. But don't worry about that the product is from last year or that it's gonna get discontinued. There's a lot of products that are gonna be discontinued and new products are gonna be introduced. So make sure that you move those products as fast as you can. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. Would we benefit from day planners, like writing down a schedule and goals? Yes, make sure that you have a calendar and that you use your calendar as a journal. My calendar is also a journal. I write down my goals, how much money I want to make, short term and long term. Make sure that you carry your calendar with you everywhere you go. That's your visual. A lot of people have devices where they get reminders, but I like to look at the entire, I'm a visual person, so I write myself notes. I take my calendar with me. I revise my notes when I'm taking personal development. I write down different ideas. When I have an idea throughout the day, whether it is that I'm doing chores or I'm spending time with the family, and I get an idea, I immediately write it down, because if an idea just is there and you don't write it down, then you might not get it back. So have a calendar that you can also write notes. You can use it as a journal that you can keep it with you. That's your visual. You can set goals. You can plan your day. And just make it like something that you're always going back to, whether it is to look at your monthly schedule, or whether it is that you saw something and you wrote about it, your goals. I write my goals every, and this is something that you can do also. You're supposed to really do it every day, but I just haven't gotten there yet. But every month I write down my goals on top of my planner. And, for example, some of my goals would be $8,000 every 2 weeks, $300,000 in team sales, purchase property, and whatever it is, whether it's personal goals, financial goals, but always involving your business, how much money you want to make, how much money you want to do now and in the future. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Make sure that it's written down and that you have it present, okay? Does a representative have to invest a lot of money each month into the business? No. The books are very inexpensive. I recommend that you purchase 100 books every 2 weeks. That's an average of $21. That's if you're working your business to promote it, to launch it, but it's up to you. I have representatives that work on social media. I can't tell you, Nikki, exactly how you can run your business. I can only recommend. However, your books are your store. So let's say that you rent a space and you pay, the average space costs $3,000, okay? So you rent a space, you pay $3,000, and then you every day you only let 3 customers in, and then you close your business, and then nobody else goes in. So the same thing happens with the books, with the brochures, your materials. How many people do you want to reach out? Do you want to reach out to 3 people? Then you'll buy 3 books. You want to reach out to 100 people? Then you buy 100 books. It's up to you and how you want to run your business and what kind of schedule, what kind of money do you want to make, and that's a success that you're going to have. So I can't exactly tell you how to do it. It's entirely up to you and your planning and how much money you want to make. And as you set your goals, you ask questions. If something is not working, then ask away. It's up to the money that you have to invest and how much time you're willing to put in every day so that your business can grow. Says, sorry, I was trying to ask. That's the right question, Nikki. There's no question that is wrong. You're welcome, Judy. Judy, if you have any questions, please, this video is for you. I'm making an insane amount of baskets to sell in the next few weeks, Susan says. What's insane? Our goal is 1,000 baskets at every Christmas. We start in October. We start for October Pink, and our goal is 1,000. So make sure that if you're saying insane, that it has an amount, whether it is 100, 200, 300, 500, 800, 1,000. Make sure that that insane amount has a number. Good job, Susan, and thank you so much for sharing. Blanca says, purchase property. I like that one. Yes, Blanca's a realtor. We love investing, absolutely. And we use our Avon earnings to purchase real estate. So decide what it is that you want to do with your earnings, whether it is to, pay off your bills, buy a car, buy a house. For us, we have set many goals. It wasn't buying real estate at the beginning. It was about surviving at the beginning. We had a need, and then it became other things came after that. We started making more money. So our need became, it was fulfilled. We were making more money. So then we moved on to things that we actually wanted to do to improve the quality of life that we want. So always make sure that you have your goals present, that you don't tell anybody that you don't have anybody tell you that you can. This is your dreams, your goals. It's up to you. Let me see. It always takes money to run a business. I am setting aside an amount for a campaign mailer, other postage, and now for an event budget. That's awesome. Yes, just, customize your business to whatever you want, Eva, whatever amount that it is that you want to invest and that you're willing to invest, and also the time that you want to put in. It's just, this is not casual as, okay, today I have an hour, so I'm gonna put in an hour for my business. No, it has to be in your calendar. If it's not in your calendar, it's not gonna happen. Yes, ordering 100 brochures will make a difference. Absolutely. That's wonderful. I'm going for 100. Good, Susan. I think that's awesome, Susan. So 100 baskets. Yeah. You guys need to share more, okay? You guys need to be more active, because I don't have a lot of time to post a lot of things in the group because of my schedule. And it took me many years to have a public group because I was just not going to do it at all. So now that we have the group, you have me, just ask questions and post your videos, post your baskets, your business, so that everybody can get excited and motivated, so that everybody can get influence with one another. And if you have questions, you have me. This group is totally different from other groups, because you guys are here for support. I'm not here to motivate you guys and to push you guys. You're here for support. You have a question, you ask me. That's why I'm here, and in turn, everybody else is gonna benefit. Just like with what Judy did, she asked a question, and all of you are here in the live video. So that's what I want. I think you have covered all my questions. Good, Judy. Do you throw? No, I don't throw away anything, and I don't do book tossing anymore. It's just not that effective. We have so many events that we use up all our old materials, our books. We don't throw away anything. No. Just reuse it, put a label on it, and keep using it. And if you have 100 books that you haven't given out, make it a challenge. You say, okay, this week I'm going to give out this 100 books or 200 books in someone's hand, meaning that you give it to someone and they have your contact, they have your face. If you're able to connect with that person, then it's that the approach is going to be that much more effective. How much excuse me. How much time do you spend on Avon when working full time? It depends on how fast you want to grow and how much money do you want to make. If you want to make money fast, you have to put in a lot of time. If you don't want to make money fast, then you do it at your own pace. I have a plan for my business, and then people tell me that I work really hard. I do. It's Sunday and I'm still doing a live video with you guys, and that's not counting the time that I put in. But I'm not working as hard after after I have 8 years. In 8 years my business is going to be where I want it to be, where my sales are autopilot, where people buy from my web office, where my team members are trained and they are responsible for their own business, where I don't have to stress because I have to find new members because what I have is not working. Eventually that's gonna stop because a person that's making money in the business is not gonna leave. So my job right now is to train my team, to work hard, to show them the money, to let them know that they can do it. They're not working for me, they're working for themselves. And I want them to know and give them value of what it is to run their own business. Because in 8 years, I'm not going to be as active as I am now. I'm on retirement mode. So they know, they very much know that they have me for 8 more years actively. And then after that, my business is going to take another route. So make sure you guys know that it's your time to work hard now while you can, because it's going to come a time when you're not going to have the same strength to run a business as actively as you are when you are in your working years. So don't look at how much time do you devote to your business. The time that you devote to your business has to do with your goals, how much money you want to make, what kind of in a hurry you are, what kind of rush are you to make money. I had no choice. I had to replace a full-time job, and it took me 2.5 years to get to the last level of leadership back then. But I was able to replace a full-time job in 3 years. Well, actually, it took me 1 year to replace my full-time job with leadership. And I doubled my full-time job earnings in 3 years. So, it's sometimes people tell you, oh, but you work a lot. Yes, but I work less than working a full-time job, and my earnings, are an average of $4,000 every 2 weeks. There's no job that can pay you that in your own terms. So you have to determine what it is that you're willing to do and how much time you're willing to devote to your business without thinking that you're spending time on your business. Have fun, because it doesn't feel like a job to me. It doesn't feel like I have to do it. It's a lot of fun. And that's how you should feel about your business, about running your business. Yes, Judy, I want to know that too. Do you throw old brochure? No, I already answered that. Marino, I don't throw away anything. And nothing is... Okay, I'm working, missing the part where your answer invests a lot of money. Nikki, it's going to be... This video is going to be posted. I recommend you guys that you listen to it several times and take notes. I'm giving you guys a lot of my experience, and I know it's difficult at the beginning to be able to understand what a business is, especially if you haven't had one, especially if you just jumped in from having a job or no job, working from home, to having a business. It takes dedication, it takes planning, and you know what? A lot of people just quit. A lot of people give up because they don't have the discipline, they don't have the commitment, they don't have the drive, they don't believe in themselves. They just don't want to work. And you have to decide if that's you, if you're going to be the one that's going to quit, if you're going to be the one that's not going to go and meet your goal. So I hope this answered all your questions. By all means, if you're a shy person, start doing events. Continue to work on your millions. You guys, you can do it. You have a business on your hand. And the only person that stops you from getting to where you want to be is you. So I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing, amazing night. And start tomorrow, okay? Forget about today, yesterday, the day before yesterday. Start tomorrow, fresh. Working on your millions. Build it big now. So when you're old, you don't have to do it. You put in the time now, you won't have to work as hard when you retire. Thank you so much, and thank you, Mary. I'm glad that I answered your question, and Tracy, I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me and for another amazing training. Have a great night.